Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to the aftermath for the Super Bowl for the internationally known Dudes at
Happy
Ringside
Valentine's
podcast.
Day. Happy
It's
pre-Valentine's Day.
Eve, Valentine's Day Eve, geekums. Fix
Yeah.
your words. You need to spell check that.
Yeah.
I see the squiggly line underneath it. You gotta delete. Move the mouse over. Eve. Because the internationally Dudes at Ringside podcast, I'm your host, Joe Panther the Third, from the top of Metal Mountain, covered with balloons and chocolate. It's the happy heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, middle of the mosh pit? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going today?
I got a plenty of pins to pop those heart balloons up there, geek.
Yeah, we know, Joe.
You're mean, Joe. Gotta get my
Valentine's
guitar.
Valentine's Day is not Joe's favorite right now, but you know what? But happy Valentine's Day to all the couples out there. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
Well,
Happy Valentine's Day.
You may get people may go humpug too. Get my guitar. So, you ready, geek, for our guest, our awesome return, or our guest that we're familiar with?
Yeah. Let's give
Introduce
a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to our guest today, Luna Nightshade.
Hi, thanks for having me.
What's going on?
Welcome.
So
Welcome
let's
back.
get this out there just to start with. I've been on here once before. At the time, I was using the name Robin the Ref, but I have now transitioned into a wrestler, so I'm now known as Luna Nightshade. But if you call me Robin, it's totally fine. It's okay.
So I won't have like cats like attacking me randomly in my front yard. Like cats won't be positioned on the fence. Like, darn it.
Oh no, you will. You definitely will. You just can't prove that I caused that.
Oh, jeez,
Like,
Joe,
I live in the woods.
you're no.
Yeah, I'll hear a bunch of hisses. Hey, Luna, I had cats with me all weekend long, so I think I had like the call, like I know how to like get their attention. I'll just open a bunch of cat food. They'll come and purr around my leg. Cat food. Just like shake the bags of 9 lives, whatever it is. Don't kill me, kill geek. He doesn't have bags in his. He doesn't have. I know how to get cats to be friendly. Just open cat food, or they'll start. That's when they'll start fighting. What's up? Welcome.
So Luna, how did you come up with your gimmick with the cat gimmick and the mask and everything?
So I decided I wanted to debut wrestling with a mask on because I was a referee at the time and had the same week I was planning to debut as a wrestler, I received an email for an opportunity to try out with a larger company as a ref. So I didn't want to lose sight of that. So I decided to debut as a wrestler under a mask so that I could do both gimmicks. And it really allowed me the opportunity to be in the ring as much as possible. So that's been really nice. I came up with the gimmick because I didn't have a gimmick up until a couple of days before I decided to debut. And my husband already had a mask just in his office because he's a wrestling nerd. And I wore that to debut, and it kind of just took off. And now I've got like multiple custom masks, and we'll be debuting a new mask here in a few weeks.
That's awesome. So what would you say the biggest challenge of wrestling in a mask is?
The breathing, I feel.
The breathing?
Yeah. Just you don't really think about like your breathing is definitely different because like you always try to breathe through your nose when you're like doing something athletic so you look like you belong there. Mm-hmm. And then also your like peripheral vision is like gone. Mm-hmm. So if you're not looking like directly at it, it's not good. Like
that's why. Sorry.
I was gonna say the other night I tried to walk down a flight of stairs in my mask, and I looked like a dork because I had to like look directly down to prevent me falling.
Yeah, I've heard stories like that. When it's just like Rey Mysterio when he got his mask taken off when he lost to Kevin Nash. He said that was the biggest thing he ever did because he's like his whole life was in a mask, and he's like, even though it broke the tradition of his family, he's like, well, at least now I know I'll be able to see besides me, up and down when someone's coming at me.
And then he went back in the mask.
Then he went back, and when he came back to you know what's funny, when that first trailer debuted, I popped and I'm thinking I'm gonna see Rey Mysterio without a mask in WWE, and he came through and I was like, did we go back in time again? Like,
Do you think he wrestles Dominic and then that's it for him? He doesn't wrestle in the mask after that, or
I think he's gonna do the thing with Dominic and do like I would hate for him to take his mask off and then they finally show his face to WWE like he doesn't remember the fans know because the internet, you know what I mean, right, Robin? Like,
I mean the kid that. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say that the kids that don't know today that didn't watch WCW back then.
That's what I'm trying to tell Robin. I'm like,
yeah.
Like, did they forget does he forget that there's something called YouTube? like
I think it being in a different company, we try to keep it as like, oh, it definitely didn't happen because it didn't happen here. Like, it didn't happen in this like universe. It was a different like version. Even though I think that he'll keep it. I think he'll just come back as like a darker version of himself.
Yeah.
Although WWE is owned by WCW, so it did happen.
I mean, with that same logic, though, like original Fantastic Four movies now owned by Marvel, those characters don't exist. Like those versions of the characters don't exist in the MCU.
Oh yes, they do. They're on Disney Plus.
Geek has a totally different podcast for that, and he goes ballistic. He'll go, "Oh, kid, he goes like he's like that nerd in the comic book shop that stares at the comic book."
No, she knows about geeking out with the geek already. So
no, I'm just saying, it's like he's like Sheldon Cooper. If you have that comic book, and then if you don't like it, he'll go, "Ugh, how can you say that about that character? He is so much better than that guy." That's he's the Sheldon Cooper. He'll get mad at you when you say you don't like it, but yet he got mad at me. Yet I'm a Green Lantern super fan, and yet he got mad because I'm not a big. I don't hate Spider-Man. I just there's plenty of other characters in the universe that I fanboy over, like Wolverine. Come on, it's Wolverine, and it's what's his name that was in those singing movies. That guy, it's Wolverine. He's the man. Like what's his name? What's the name of that actor? What's his name? Geek? Sorry.
Hugh Jackman.
Yes, it's Hugh Jackman. Come on, that guy is so awesome. Like, I drink a beer with I'll drink a glass of wine with Hugh Jackman and sing a song even though I'm drunk and I'm like I can't. Like,
Russell Crowe could sing too.
What's that?
Russell Crowe could sing too.
But Russell Crowe would probably, as he's singing, he'll be like punching in thin air. Because if you saw episode of South Park, punching everybody,
fighting around the world. This is my favorite thing to do. It's fighting.
And then the boat shot himself in the head.
It's like, no, Tootie.
That's all I was doing yesterday.
No, Tugger. His name is Tugger.
Tugger.
Right?
No, Tugger, no. Boat shots him. I was with my sister. We were watching South Park, and he got to the Tugger episode. I'm like, R.I.P. Tugger. These kids don't even know. Rest in peace, Tugger. Need to make a t-shirt. South Park, did you make a t-shirt of R.I.P. Tugger? like, yeah. So, is there anywhere in the world, Luna, that you would like to wrestle, or any other states you haven't been to yet?
There's definitely a lot of states I haven't been to. I've probably only been to, I don't know, 6 to 10, somewhere in there. I'm getting to be in Atlanta in a couple of weeks, so I'm really excited about that. The company that I've been working with a lot is going to the UK in April, so I'm hoping that I get to tag along to that. So that'll be very exciting. And then it's been confirmed that I should be going to the Philippines next year.
Wow,
On top,
Philippines! Oh my
yeah.
God.
On top
Have
of that, like, sorry, go ahead.
Have you practiced your in like learning a different language? Because the Philippines, you know, you say something one way and you think you read it in the manual, and it's like you just said, "Where's the garbage can?" Not where's the restaurant, and they're giving you the stink eye at the door. You're like, "I wanted a restaurant." No, you didn't. You said garbage can.
I have recently started using the app. I don't know. It has a little owl. I don't remember what it's called.
Okay.
It's
to help
also
try to learn another language.
It's also Google Translate on the iPhone, or it's like, how do you say this, Siri?
Well,
And then
yeah, that one.
what?
As young as this now 2 years as of March being 3, Luna, we get messages from wrestlers, and I'm like, oh no, Geek's gonna have a panic attack when he sees this in the chat.
Google Translate. Google Translate. Oh no, Google Translate. No.
Since the whole message into Google Translation, sometimes it's really nice to us, and it'll like translate the whole thing. Or sometimes if it's too long, it's like, whoa.
What are you saying?
But even Google's going, nah, I don't know. And you're like,
Thanks, Google. Thanks, Google, for the help.
Idiot. Chris Jericho, idiot.
I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard.
Yeah, you burn yourself on as you like, no. Yeah.
So I've planned entire matches using just Google Translate, and it did not work super well, but it got us through because I worked with a lucha company, and I got to do a tour with them, which was great, but my Spanish is below average. So it was a challenge.
The word that I love using is food. Like, where is all the Spanish? You like ask for all the best Spanish restaurants, or where the best trucks are, and they'll normally give you the one that's like the best or like the above average. Like,
oh, I can order food in Spanish. I just can't do anything else. Like,
oh jeez.
Yeah. So, yeah. Joe, go ahead.
So we already mentioned travel places you want to travel. Is there any masked wrestlers or unmasked wrestlers that you have on your list that you want to wrestle in the indies or on the big stage?
I don't actually have like a list. I don't I know a lot of the wrestlers have like a this is who I wish to wrestle list. I don't have one. I was asked recently by a promoter of like, hey, who do you want us to bring in? And I'm very thankful for every opportunity that I've been given. And I'm still kind of in that like shocked phase of like, hey, how did I get this far already? So I haven't quite figured out my future list. Obviously, some of the top luchadors right now, like Penta and Rey Fenix, of course, I would love to do something with them. Obviously, it wouldn't be a singles match or anything, but that's definitely
Bandito.
Someone I would love to share the ring with. Bandito's another great one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Joe, have you ever seen Bandito wrestle live or no?
Not live on YouTube. Actually, didn't you and I watch something with Bandito on
Ring of Honor?
Spanish. I think of All Poor Baby in Spanish. I hear they bring Bandito. Ay, Bandito.
No, it's not that Bandito. No, it's Bandito. It's a bandit. It's a bandit. It's a bandit.
But I'm Spanish. When you say Ay, Bandito,
he wears the mask like this.
Poor baby just slipped and fell, and you're like, Ay, Bandito, no. In my head, I think of a little kid tripping, and you're like, "Ay, Bandito."
I think my favorite Bandito match is probably with Will Ospreay from New Japan.
See, I experienced lots of luchador matches in my life, and I hear the name Bandito. My name flips it and corrects it and says Bandito. Like, "Ay, Bandito."
When a lot of people were introduced to Bandito was at All In. It was Bandito, Rey Mysterio. No, what was it? Bandito. I think it was Bandito, Rey Mysterio, and Phoenix against Kota Ibushi and the Young Bucks in a 6-person tag team match, which was insane.
You know, it's one thing to have like, as like Luna doesn't really have like a list of people that she wants to wrestle, but like there's certain wrestlers that you never know. You could be on their list, and you're like, I just got in. What are you doing?
If I find out that I'm on anyone's list to wrestle, I'm gonna tell them like aim higher, like have higher goals than that.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, you mentioned like that you have two gimmicks. Also, there's somebody on the East Coast that also has 2 gimmicks. But I mean, he has 1 gimmick now, but his name is Evil Kip.
I've never heard of this person.
Evil Kip.
He's
oh
hilarious.
Man, he's the meanest wrestler you've ever met.
He's only mean to Metal Geek because Metal Geek gets upset every time he doesn't shake his hand. It's kind of funny. It's funny. It's like, Geek, you got upset about someone not shaking your hand.
I've met a lot of people who get upset about that.
and I know Geek doesn't really really Geek. He makes it seem like he's like, you didn't shake my hand, but he knows it. I know. Originally, I was like, Geek, it's his character. I know. I'm like, okay. Okay. Oh, it's a character. He's not really wants to hate you.
Yeah.
like,
he's awesome, by the way.
I was like, good thing. Jeez.
He's so evil, though. He still is so evil, Joe.
Yeah, he got mad at you and me, remember?
Yeah.
What'd you guys do?
We mentioned Phil. We mentioned his rival Phil.
It was like his tag team partner for like a long time. How long was he tagged him with
They were tag team partner for a while, and then he's like, Phil, I don't like him anymore. You know?
What a loser. Like, he went off on this. It was like, jeez.
I think the clip's on TikTok.
Yeah, I think it is. It's on the talk box. It's on the TikTok box. The wrestling, as I jokingly specify, it's in the wrestling TikTok box.
Have you seen any of the Super Bowl commercials or?
I did not watch the Super Bowl. Not at all. Like I looked through Twitter to watch videos of Rihanna, but other than that, I did not catch anything about the Super Bowl.
Wow.
I liked the Flash commercial, the trailer, because I'm an old school movie person. And
Michael Keaton,
I was like, bruh. He's back.
My favorite trailer was the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. Absolutely.
You know what? I actually spoke to my sister's friend and says, "Oh my gosh, Bandito, our he's all grown up. He's a big boy now." It's like that kid that goes off to work comes back and is the Hulk. Like, jeez.
Like, I'm definitely very excited for the upcoming Guardians movie.
Yeah.
Is it the last one?
The last one. It's probably going to be the last one.
I assume it'll be the last one. Because like Thor got such mixed reviews that I'm not sure like what they're gonna do with Guardians to like kind of keep that magic they had in the first 2 alive.
Batista said he doesn't want to do it anymore. I think he said this was the last time he's doing it.
I mean that kind of makes sense to me, honestly.
Yeah. So I'm guessing, and I made a prediction on Geeking Out with the Geek earlier. All of them die at the end of the movie.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, why would you do that, Geek? That's not mean. Gotta think, but right, Luna. There's little kids.
I mean, they killed everyone in Avengers: Infinity War. They could do whatever they want.
I know that little kids haven't seen someone die because nowadays every kid has watched every one of the Michael Myers movies and has every one of the Freddy Krueger movies. Back in our day, Grandpa Joe. Back in my day, I couldn't even watch the first Friday the 13th without my mom going, "What are you watching?" Close your eyes. He's about to get zapped. Yeah. I couldn't even watch the death scene in RoboCop without my mom going, nope, fast forward through that. What? No. Like,
and it's a college joke on this is the best part. This is the best part.
I couldn't watch RoboCop with this guy. Couldn't watch Ghostbusters with this guy, and he's like, Joe. First time we watched Ghostbusters, I was like every scene that I knew. Every scene. And he was like, he paused it. I'm like, what? Does DVD get messed up? You have to go to the bathroom? No. Shut up, Joe. Let me watch the movie.
Mhm.
I want to help. Trying to help.
I'm honestly not a great person to watch movies with either, especially if I haven't seen it yet, because I want to make predictions on what I think's about to happen. So, especially if it's like an arguably bad movie, like I want to make predictions about like what's coming next, what they're about to say, and I try not to watch movies with anyone except for people I'm willing to annoy.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm annoying.
Like, I don't know. Have you seen Smile?
I'm
Oh
not.
man, that is creepy.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even see the movie yet, but my sister's wife, I saw the poster on Netflix, it popped up. And I was like, "Oh yeah, Smile." And she like popped her head around the corner and it's like, "That was the worst movie I ever saw in my life."
No,
Yeah.
it was creepy. It was very creepy.
She said it was trash. It was the trash. It was trash. I was like, "Thank you."
I thought the new Willy Wonka was trash. We still watch that movie to this day.
Yeah, but dude, you didn't go with your sister. I did. We didn't use the whole movie, Geek. I've told you this. We left mid music scene with the Oompa Loompas. I was just settling in with my popcorn, and I'm like, "What do you mean we're getting our jackets on? Where are we going? We're going to the bathroom? We're leaving? But the movie's still going." Okay.
Joe was pissed off. You're like, what the hell, right?
I was like, "In the Loompa, da, da, da." What? You're leaving?
I didn't know people actually did that. I thought that was just like a joke made in movies about like leaving halfway through. I didn't know people did that in real life.
Yeah.
Me either.
I was sitting in the car eating my popcorn, like, so what now? What now? What do we do now? Where are we going?
I mean, at least you like took your popcorn that you spent like $30 on. Like,
Yeah. Unless it wasn't a hot dog or nachos, that could have made a mess. like, jeez. Yeah. I heard they're making another one, so I'm worried about that now.
No, it's not. It's not another one. It's a prequel.
To Willy Wonka?
Yeah, it's about when Willy Wonka was a kid.
Oh, so it's like a
Okay.
oh, is it? It's a prequel to his life before Wonka.
Yes, exactly, and how he became Willy Wonka and stuff like that.
I
I feel like
heard.
we kind of already had that in the last one.
Yeah,
It did,
Like,
it
there
did,
was
but
so
it
much,
goes
like,
more in depth.
Okay.
there was one. I don't know if you remember this, Geek or Luna, the one about the elevator. Do you remember that book?
The Great Glass Elevator. You're talking
Yes,
about
the Great Glass Elevator. That was another Willy Wonka story that nobody. I didn't read the book, but I have friends that read it, and they said it was really good. And it gave you stories about Charlie's now the owner of the factory, and now he is taking care of everything. And I think he's going to do a contest or whatever.
I'm so surprised they never made that book, the Great Glass Elevator book.
I haven't read it, or it hasn't come out as a movie.
No, not as a movie. They never came out as a movie. I'm so surprised they never made it as a movie.
And if you're watching this, it's coming out in a month. Watch. It's gonna be on Netflix. Sponsored by Gatorade.
No, sponsored by Monster. No, Geek, no. Right?
Sponsored by Toyota, because we drive long, drive hard. No, that's not Toyota. Yeah, it's Toyota. Yeah, Toyota.
So who designed the mask exactly?
All of my custom masks, like I've designed, like personally. The other mask, I'm not sure where it came from. It was just like a collectible type thing. So I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, how long did it take you to make them exactly?
The design, it took like a couple of weeks to like figure out. The ones that I've personally made has taken anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending. And then I've like sent out for some to be made as well.
Wow.
Yeah. I saw the new one. The picture you posted on Instagram with the white mask. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that. See, if they had a show tomorrow, that'd been a perfect mask. Perfect mask to wear throughout the show.
That's what I wore it on Friday to a little lucha show we did in like a Mexican restaurant, and it was advertised as like lucha teens. So we did like a lucha Valentine's Day type thing. One of the guys was literally like Cupid, so I wore my like pink and white gear to go along with that.
That's cool. That's really, really cool.
Yeah. So Luna, where can people find you exactly, and what kind of do you have any upcoming shows or?
As far as upcoming shows, this coming Friday I will be in Tulsa, Oklahoma with Core Professional Wrestling. Following that, on Saturday, March 4th, I will be in Atlanta with On Tap Wrestling, and then March 11th, I will be in Minnesota with On Tap Wrestling. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all under Luna Nightshade or Luna_wrestling.
Awesome. Yeah. We want to thank you so much for coming back on the podcast. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. This was fun. I think that a lot of my knowledge skews a lot more towards your other podcast versus this podcast, but let me know if you want me on that to give you hot takes on Spider-Man as well.
Yeah, we also do a movie too. We also do a movie one called Popcorny.
Yeah.
I'm really bad about seeing movies, though.
Yeah. Me too. I was Ghostbusters Afterlife. That was last November.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's a good movie to see.
Good to know.
And it is also its 20th year anniversary coming on the podcast with Women's Wrestling Month. So it was like kind of like a anniversary coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
Very convenient timing.
Yep. I'm Joe Panther III.
I'm the Metal Geek.
I'm Luna Nightshade.
And we will catch you in the next one.